Uh, trying not to make this a habit. But I do spend a lot of time thinking in the truck. Damn shoulder is killing me. Wish I could tell if I'm actually in the frame. But I think I'm gonna try and post, if I can figure out how to. Angela got me a GoPro because I was telling her one night just about all the amazing stories that I have and things that I've done that no one would ever believe. And like I really want to document visually some of the shit that's happened to me and some of the shit that I've done. I wish I had it 30 years ago, but I wish I had it ever since I stepped foot in the woods. I wish I had a GoPro. Anyway, she got me one. Is this thing still on? Yeah. Something else I gotta figure out how to figure. She got me one. I don't know how to use it. Pisses me. It's just like this phone. I mean, it's got all these damn features and shit. I don't understand them. I don't know how to use them. Whatever. But one of the things that I wanted to document, not that it hasn't been documented before. I wanted to document it for me. Was a primitive bow hunt. A successful primitive stone point self bow harvest. So I went out the other day. That's a nice bus driver there. God damn. 450. Probably trying to pull that. I went out the other night. Went on a hunt. I turned the GoPro on. I didn't know if I had it in the right angle. If anything I was videoing was in the frame or whatever. It turns out by pure luck, I captured part of what I was trying to capture. Look at this shit. I hate being late now, especially with this superintendent contractor. It's a bad impression. But so I had the GoPro on. I had this little buck come in. I wasn't on the ground like I used to be, which is part of the reason of this video to myself, I guess. I was in a tree stand. Buck comes in. it's pretty decent video. I got Angela to put it in slow-mo. Long and short is, I took a shot. If it had not been for me videoing the GoPro, my mind, he's out fucking up another house. If it hadn't been for the GoPro video, I would have sworn up and down 1,000 times over that I made an absolutely perfect hit on this deer. But after studying the video 20 or 30 times, as I drew back and released that buck, what I always try and do, especially with primitive equipment, is I try and wait for a quarter away shot. And what I really try and wait for is the lung or the side of the deer that I'm trying to hit. I want them to take a step forward. I guess the way you can describe it is Venetian blinds, or blinds that go over your window, and you can twist this little stick, and the staves of the blind fold down. You can't see anything. You twist it the other way, the staves of the blind open up. A deer's ribs are flat. They're heavy when they come out of the spine, and they narrow as they go into the sternum. And when they're just standing perfectly square to you, I mean, you have, let's say, a ½ inch of nothing but meat separating the external world from the internal organs. But when that deer is in a twist and he takes his leg and steps forward, it's like twisting that stick on the blinds, and everything opens up. And then you have, I don't know, maybe another quarter, maybe an inch, whatever it is, you have a better opportunity of reaching the vitals. But if you twist in the other direction, twist towards you, quarter to you, and takes that leg and turns it toward his ass, I mean, you're closing those ribs up tight. Not that a stone-tipped arrow cannot bust a rib, because it can. It's just the best opportunity you have. A lot of times a stone-tipped arrow will hit a rib and it will divert in path of least resistance, and you'll still get in the vitals. What I was getting at was, I hate this stuff. As I said, I thought I made a perfect shot. Watching the video, that deer was eating acorns. And I saw he came out, he quartered away, and he turned that leg, took a step, and I said, that's it. And I started my draw. And the way I shoot, I believe, some controversy now. It's not like I'm aiming or trying to get an elevation or whatever. I've got the entire field of view in my head. It's instinctive. My brain is telling me where to hold that bow. I don't have a sight. I don't have lasers or I don't know what the yardage is, but I draw, and when that middle finger hits the corner of my mouth, I relax my fingers and I send that arrow. And that's what I did. I had my bow hand up. I was waiting for that leg to go forward. It went forward. I drew, hit, and released. The video showed what I didn't see. And at the very last minute, as the string was slamming home, that deer went for an acorn and turned into the shot, closing those ribs. And I hit, come on, I hit a little bit high, but nonetheless, I was So my truck has no gauges, has no heat. Let's just say this is an old truck. I love this truck. Something wrong with the gas tank. It takes me 30 minutes to fill it up. My dad, 2 years ago, I don't know, he paid $2,000 for me to take his truck and get it all fixed up. We spent the money, but they didn't fix it. So I'm getting ready to run out of gas. Keep a gallon in the back. I guess this video is going to be shorter. Anyway, back to my original subject now that I'm on the side of the road in Brovius. Last minute, that deer turned into the shot. I hit it. It ran off. And for the first time in my life, ever, I could not find anything. Other than that video, there is no evidence whatsoever that I hit a deer or there was a deer there or anything. And back when I started this primitive technology event, whatever the hell you want to call it, back when I got into this, I devoted a shitload of time to it. I mean, a lot of time. And I've killed a lot of deer with stone-tipped arrows, and I've wounded a lot of deer because, as I don't know if I've said it before or not, but it's not like a compound, it's not like a recurve, it's not like anything. I mean, your mindset has got to be totally different. Stone-tipped projectiles will kill you, but they are not nearly as good or efficient as steel. Self bows, canoe bows, flat bows, recurve bows, whatever, they will kill you. No comparison to a compound. So, as I said, when I started this endeavor, if I hit a deer, if I stuck a deer, I mean, my world stopped. I had to find that deer. I didn't care if it took me 3 days, you know, even though after a certain time the meat would be bad, I still felt like I owed that deer the respect to find it and harvest what I could. You know, the meat was bad, I was taking the hide, I was taking the sinew, I was taking the horn, whatever I could take, I was taking it. And I did. I'd lose my shit. And I would look and look and look for 3 days. Until I found it, or I exhausted all evidence or means that that deer was dead. Because the other thing about stone tip points is you can get hit by one and not die. I can take a compound and shoot a deer just about anywhere and kill it. I mean, they're that powerful and that lethal. But you can stick a deer, as I've just proven, in a vital target area and not kill it. Or maybe it is, I don't know. That's what's got me so upset. I went out and looked for that deer yesterday morning for a couple of hours. And I didn't really get into the zone. I think I made a video a while back about how it's sort of a religious experience, and once you really get into it, you start focusing and thinking. That's when you exhaust everything. I didn't exhaust squat. I looked for 2 hours in a 100-yard radius, and I gave up. I had shit I had to do. I'm pretty convinced that deer's dead, and I didn't give it the respect it was due. Hell, I might go out this afternoon and try and find it again. Because the video, regardless of him turning into it, looked like a lethal shot to me. I shot one, I don't know, 5 or 6 years ago before I messed my hand up in Buckingham. And I mean, I poleaxed that thing. I drilled it. And that thing jumped up, did a complete somersault, hit the ground, running off. I could see it, and I had my binoculars for some reason, because I usually don't carry them. And I watched that deer. He went about 250, 300 yards away from me in this high brush in this overgrown field. He was going in a direction. That's the funny thing about deer. You can't take anything for granted. But I looked, I had blood, I had good blood. Basically tracking to where I last saw him. And when he got in that overgrown field, all that vertical structure, it's hard to track blood on. I mean, you really got to be on your A game. I couldn't find him, but I knew he was dead. I called Angela, told her to bring Ishi. This deer's dead. I can't find him. I need a dog, which I normally don't do. But I knew that deer was dead. I knew I wasn't going to be able to find him in a 300-acre overgrown field. So I got Ishi out there. Ishi tracked, and he kept going. in the direction that I didn't think the deer was at. So I call him, I had him on a lead, and I pull him back. And I said, here's the track, follow this track. Because I was worried, these dogs get excited. This time of year, they just go apeshit. And even if you got them on a blood trail, if they pick up a fresher track, that's what they're going to follow. So I thought she was following a fresher track, not the blood trail. But he wasn't. He was following the blood trail. I was a dumbass for not listening to him. But I kept pulling him off, and going the direction I thought the deer went. Never found the deer. The following weekend, I was hunting in the same spot. Went to the same stand. And after the hunt, I was walking back through the field and started finding pieces of a deer and hair. Then I found the head. And then I found the actual spot where that deer collapsed and died. And it wasn't 15 yards from where Ishi was trying to pull me to. I mean, the rib cage, the spine, and the arrow was there. Rats or something had chewed the sinew off the fletchings, and the fletchings were kind of splayed apart. I felt like a dumbass. It was a nice buck. I killed it, and just because I wouldn't listen to my dog, I never got it. Anyway, I gotta put some gas in this truck, but maybe I'll post the video of the hunt if I can figure out how to get it off GoPro. Y'all can tell me what you think. I think I killed it.